Jack Fritz and Ike Reese hanging out on this emotional Monday afternoon. Ike, what's happening?
Well, Fritzy, first of all, holla at your boy. I mean, emotional for some, especially for Jason Kelce.
Yeah, definitely for Jason Kelce.
Wow. Congratulations to Jason. Listen, it's a little bittersweet, especially for those of us that wanted Jason to continue to play because, quite frankly, I think he still can play at a high level, but he seems to be at peace. He seems to be looking forward to whatever is next in his life. And, man, as far as, like, retirement speeches go, I don't know if you're going to get one much better than that one.
Yeah, he didn't miss anything.
No, he pretty much made sure he touched on everything.
Yeah. Special. I mean, it's just It was about as Jason Kelce could be.
Yeah.
And frankly, we were listening to it in the back and kind of taken away from it. I don't know if we're ever going to see that again. I mean, like Jason Kelce, the way he got the city, the way he played with the emotion on his sleeves. You know, it's Bednarik, it's Reggie, it's Doc, it's Kelce. I mean, get the city. And he gave like a unbelievable kind of message, I feel like, maybe to his teammates. I think the future athletes that are coming through here about how to understand the city. An all-time Eagle. And part of me is like happy, like he can retire and be. But I'm definitely bummed. Like, I'm going to miss Jason Kelce. I love Jason Kelce. And this stinks.
Well, yeah, listen, a lot of people certainly feel that way. But I'm more or less like, if this is what he wants and this is what is going to give him peace of mind, then you just be happy for him. Like, he's done a whole lot. He's helped win a championship. He's been a great ambassador for the city of Philadelphia, not just the Philadelphia Eagles. For the city of Philadelphia, he's been a great ambassador. And, you know, he's just not putting on a uniform anymore. He's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, you may hear even more from him now.
Sure he will.
You just won't get to see him on Sundays anymore.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. We'll still see him around. He's going to be involved with everything, but definitely there's going to be a huge hole that has to be filled, both in the locker room, on the line. I mean, Cam Jurgens got pretty big shoes to fill, and definitely, you know, it's going to be weird not seeing him out there. I mean, 13 years.
Yeah, and this is coming on the heels of the report out there that Fletcher may also be retiring at some point this offseason. So, you know, when you talk about leadership in that locker room and the things that have been reported as to what were issues last year, particularly late in the year, and it's not just execution out there on the field, you have to wonder, where's the leadership void going to be filled at? And, you know, there's some guys that are going to be in this position to take over leadership of this team and take note of what Jason Kelce was like as a leader, what Fletcher Cox was like as a leader. Brandon Graham still figuring out what they're going to do with him, whether or not he's still playing out, but what they were as leaders. See, that's where my concern goes, to how this impacts the team moving forward and whether or not there are guys there that are going to be able to step up and fill that void. Yeah, you got guys that are capable. Sure, I could go down the list. They're the usual suspects, but okay, you got to step up and do it. You got to step up and do it. It's a lot easier to sit back and be the co-star or the not necessarily the voice of the team when things aren't going well. But okay, when things aren't going well, who's calming everyone? Who's reassuring everyone things are going to be okay?
Yeah, who's the guy that people in the locker room lean on?
And not only that, when things aren't going well, because people think leadership, it has all types of branches to that tree. And Jason was also a guy that would stand in front of a camera after a game and be brutally honest with you and let you know if the team didn't play well that day, if he didn't play well that day. Not necessarily singling out anybody, but just as an overall team. He didn't sugarcoat it, right? He kind of let you know where that stood. And that was often a message that could be given or passed down to his teammates through the media. Who's going to be that guy now? I don't know.
I don't know either. But it's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like, you know, Mailata, I think, stepped up a lot last year when it came to talking more and more. You know, Lane talks. He's honest. You know, Devontae, every time he talks, he's pretty brutally honest. But like, it's such a if Fletcher is retiring, and we'll see what happens, it's such an end of an era, and we're talking about like real pillars of the franchise
Yeah.
not being here. And these guys have been here since what? I mean, 2010, 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these guys have been here. They've been through a lot of wars. They've been through the ups and downs, you know, like you talk all the time about sweat equity and what it means to be an Eagle. Like those guys embody being Eagles. They're probably never going to play another jersey in their life. I know Kelce won't. BG seems like he won't. Fletch seems like he won't. And to replace that in one offseason, it's going to be so weird. It's going to be so weird heading into next year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the replacements are already here. Time to step up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, and this is not me minimizing Jason Kelce's retirement. We've been anticipating this could be, so this doesn't surprise anybody. Howie has sort of knew that this was coming eventually. We got a championship to go win next year. Like all of this starting over, young people, all this nonsense. Like, yeah, I don't buy into any of that. I really don't. You have one of the top quarterbacks in the league. You got some of the best offensive skill position players in the league. You got a ton of money and salary cap space. You got free agency coming up. You got draft picks. Time to rebuild the team and get them ready for next year. And there is no we take a step back next year or lower expectations next year.
215-592-9494. Your reaction to the Jason Kelce press conference. I mean, it was a long one. It was pretty poignant. It was emotional at times. He got through it. You know, it started a little slow, but he got through it. Thanked everyone. Didn't miss anyone on the way out. And he's a rock here. He's a massive figure here, and he's not going to be on the team anymore. And like what they're going to do going forward, you know, the culture thing is real. How is this locker room gonna be rebuilt? You know, they can go get all the free agents they can. But what are they coming into? Is it gonna, like, my worry now is Dream Team, where it's like a bunch of guys out there being brought in. I need guys that are.
You want to build it slow. You want to draft and wait and develop. You want us to wait around the wind.
Not wait around the wind. But
yeah, it sounds like it. You want us to wait around and watch flowers grow.
Well, he talked about the flowers, the roots today.
And this is the NFL, man. This is the NFL. We got leaders in place already. You already have Devontae, Jalen. You got AJ. These guys are going to be here. Nobody's coming in here changing this locker room more than those guys. Those are your heavies in the locker room.
Falls on them.
Yes, it's their locker room.
It's their locker. Because I don't know who's on defense. And BG will still be there.
Yeah, but it's their locker room.
It's their locker room.
That's AJ Brown's locker. He just told you he's the guy who stands up to the bully. Yeah, that's that guy. Slay has what, one more year here maybe? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this locker room belongs to Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. Lane Johnson, while he's still here, is no doubt that the strength of this team is on the offensive side of the ball. That's where your star power is at. On the defensive side of the ball, I don't even know what we have as a unit on that side of the ball.
And we don't know if Hassan Reddick's going to be back.
Yeah.
Like, there's Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. Josh Sweat's going to be here. But other than that, I mean, it's a kind of a crapshoot. And it seems like, according to everything from the Combine, they're going to go out and they're going to invest heavy in that side of the football. 215-592-9494 is how you get in. Your reaction to the Jason Kelce press conference. We'll start all your phone calls coming up on the other side. It's the afternoon show on Sports Radio 94 WIP.